Hello YouTube, I finally started my ranked climb over at twitch.tv/soulserve, so if you'd like to see how a top player climbs the entire season, most if not every game I play will be on right on my Twitch. Today I wanted to talk to you about grass decks and specifically how to counter the meta when you know what decks you're expecting. This was spurred by a really sweet message from one of my viewers after watching my last video where I talked about how you should be choosing the deck based off what you're playing. They took that advice to heart and went on a really nice streak. So again, I decided to put my money where my mouth is and not just do a monkey say, monkey do, but a monkey say, monkey sees, monkey also does. I don't think that made sense, but you guys know what I'm saying. Money where my mouth is. And well, obviously I haven't been playing because I've been away from Milwaukee Regionals. I did receive word that ladder was primarily Dark Tina, Oricorio, and Garchomp, right? So immediately I knew I wanted to bring a grass deck of sorts. Before I begin, I want to give you guys a really cool resource that I use sometimes when I'm very lost, and it is on Limitless, the site that we all play tournaments on, but it's their deck section. If you sort by Pokemon TCG Pocket, it shows you decks, their win rates, what they struggle into, and immediately, like I said, I knew I wanted to use Meowscarada. I didn't use this because I just built it all on stream, but you guys can see that you can see like kind of it supports my data, right? Immediately I looked at every single grass deck, noted that the grass decks do not have a great win rate overall into the meta. Decidueye, Loranta's having the best, but like not having too many results anyway. So my thoughts immediately drifted to, it doesn't matter what their win rate is, this meta is so wide open. I need something that does good, and specifically what I need to do good. And I kind of just like sorted by win rate and then like kind of controlled F through matchups I wanted, right? I kind of found that this deck does have like a generally positive win rate versus most Rampardos builds. I also found out that like, versus Darkrai Tina, right? This deck also ends up doing pretty nicely. I guarantee a Darkrai your 60% win rate on. And then, so that was kind of cool. Immediately, right? It was like, yeah, like these are the matchups I kind of wanted to do. And when I looked up Oricorio as well, I did see, that it also did well pretty nicely against the like Luxray variants. And of course, I want to say that this isn't amazing data, right? Only 5 sets. But in general, that is still data, right? I think that's important to note is that it aggregates tournament data, and when you're using like a lesser used deck, right, with a lower count, it's going to not have fully accurate data, but it's still important data to keep in mind, to look at. And like I said, I already knew I wanted to use Meowscarada. Its thinning potential is really cool, and it was just basically figuring out which Pokemon I wanted to pair it with, whether that was Decidueye, whether that was Sarina, or whether I was just going to use the Decidueye Lorantis, which apparently does have a good win rate. You can also see decks on this part of this site, so it's really cool. Like I said, I personally did not look into this when I was building. It looks like it has a good guarantee to Snorlax matchup. This is currently a really popular deck, but without further ado, I'm going to get into my deck list, what changes you can make to make it your own, and that win streak that I ended up going on in Master Ball because I got that meta call right. Here is the list that I ended up using on stream. I basically came to it after like figuring out how I want to build Meowscarada decks, and one of the current top 50 players was in my chat talking about how they were using like Giovanni in their Meowscarada list because it helps them deal with Oricorio, and immediately we were firing on all cylinders. We ended up using the Meowscarada Decidueye. So let's talk about this, why you'd want to use this, yada. First of all, Sprigatito, Cry for Help, broken move, right? It's essentially what Rockruff is doing for Lycanroc, except it does it for all of your grass. You can really thin your deck really quickly. And of course, grass types got even a bigger support with the Leaf Cape. Leaf Cape giving grass types 30 extra HP. We're talking about 170 HP Meowscaradas. We're talking about freaking 200 HP Decidueyes. That's huge amount of health. It's really cool to see, and I'm glad that I kind of landed into that. Why am I using Decidueye? I think that without red, right, we're not running red anymore. A lot of things tend to want to switch out because that 130 doesn't necessarily pick up KOs, but it does push pressure a lot of things. So you're picking up a lot of 2 hits, and Pierce the Pain is basically a Cyrus. For 2 colorless, you're dealing 100 anywhere, which is why this deck you also see does not run Cyrus. So it's really, really cool. The double rare candy, you also notice that I'm running only 1 Floragato and 0 Dartrix, right? Because this rare candy is going to substitute for the Dartrix while also subbing for the extra Floragato. Of course, for consistency, if you wanted to add a Dartrix or if you wanted to add an extra Floragato, you are totally allowed to do that. I also was thinking about Cry for Help consistency, right? Without running those grasses, I can cry for help for what I need a little bit better. But it is kind of important to talk about why I didn't add a Dartrix. I didn't add a Dartrix because of deck space. It's a 20 card game. I was really struggling for space. And sometimes it's hard, right? Someone in my Discord or it was on Twitter, they messaged me. And I'll show you that list as well. They ended up going on a big win streak with Pokemon Communication in this deck and a Dartrix over like 2 cards, right? And like you can do that for consistency sakes, but like it's really hard. It's hard to find space, and if you can find space, please do it for yourself. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, no, really cool stuff. Rare candies are just broken. Professor Research's Pokeballs are just to grab pieces to make stronger Cry for Helps. I can see the argument for 1 Pokeball if you're like strapped for space, but I decided 2 Pokeball. I just want to thin my deck as much as possible. Make sure that the Cry for Helps are gathering the Meowscaradas and the Floragatos and the Decidueyes. Pokeball, I just talked about it. You see on my brain, it's that 8 a.m. brain. But we're here. Sabrina is just good. It's a defensive stall. It's an offensive move. Like if you could bring in a Darkrai, hit it. You can bring in a Garantina that's behind the Snorlax. Lots of really cool things. Like ping it for damage so that Decidueye can eventually pierce the pain. I ended up using double Erica because I was afraid of the aggro of cards like Oricorio and Skarmory. I did not realize how low Skarmory has gotten in the last week. Where I feel like I can drop an Erica because there's not many things dealing 50 turn 2. There was Carnivine. We did play a bunch of Carnivine, and I do have a set versus an Arceus Crobat later on in this video as well. So maybe we can keep the 2 Ericas. There is another player, I'll show you that list later, that did drop an Erica. Finally, hand disruption is so important. Mars is really damn good. Like one of these decks, we're gonna ask, what's this deck lose to? It loses to fire decks, but it also loses to just getting Marsed and getting unlucky, right? Like a lot of decks are running double red card Mars. It's really hard to break right now. And so you have to be really smart about your Professor Researches. Don't use them unnecessarily. Otherwise, you'll end up with too many cards in hand and you're just getting Marsed every single time. Obviously, you still need to find that rare candy, and there's no rare candy searches. So I like to thin my deck out before researching. It's something I can also just take my own advice. It's easier to tell it to you guys. But how you use Professor Research in a Meowscarada deck is what separates you from like a top 50 player in the world to, you know, someone who's going to come into this comment section and be like, damn, this deck sucks, I keep getting unlucky, I keep getting Mars, yada. So keep that in mind. And finally, you might be wondering why Giovanni. Giovanni's the big tech card in this deck. As mentioned, Oricorio is 70 HP, so you are able to get that KO with Meowscarada. Fighting Claw does 60, plus that's 10. It's also very important for Darkrai, right? Darkrai with a cape still will lose to Giovanni. So let's talk about, obviously, what cards are replaceable. Like I said, I think Giovanni's replaceable. I think an Erica is replaceable. And we'll talk about some things that people replace these cards with. And for example, another player that's in the, after I made this tweet, you know, my climb begins today. I talked about the deck list, you know. Alex Piney is a player within the top 50, right? Using this list. And all they did was drop an Erica for an extra red card. Why? Because this meta, red card, Mars are so freaking broken. Another person that replied said, hey, I'm playing a lot of, like, you know, Zards. So I added double blue, which when you are leaf caped, you know, you actually end up taking these damages, right? 150 goes to 170, minus 10, 160. So it's really cool to see that people are making so many various changes. Note that the Mars is still here. They dropped the Pokeball, they dropped the Giovanni, and I think that's so important that I cannot stress that you are allowed to change your deck to go with what you're playing against, right? To go with what you're playing against. And if what you're playing against, you know, are a lot of Oricorios, Giovanni is going to be great. If what you're playing is, you know, a lot of evolution decks, dropping an Erica to add a red card, great. So it's really cool. Obviously you saw the blue. So there's a lot of changes that you can do to make this deck your own. I've seen people say, why not Lily? Why not Lily? I'm going to be dead ass. I don't know what Lily does in this deck. Like, plus 60 HP is cool. Like I said, I'm using Erica for aggro purposes, but does plus 60 break any, if you, in the comment section below, can give me a reason where Lily would be better than Erica, not just because of plus 60, but like an actual in-game scenario that you've come across, please let me know, because I got this question asked all throughout stream, and my answer was, I don't know, right? I'm just a person. I'm running Erica for aggro. I don't know what Lily affects for these Pokemon in particular. So if you guys know, please comment down below. And without further ado, let's let the cards talk. Congrats! And it makes me so happy that, like, my content is still helping people. Like, it makes me so goddamn happy. And look at that, we're already fighting this head ass Gibble. Right? And like summer, boy, you make me feel. Is that back there SRDD also with the sub skis, the skibbity subbies? Okay, I think I might lose this because they went first. Oh, question mark? No. We have a Pokeball. We have a Pokeball. We have a Pokeball. We have the Rowlet. What do I do here? Okay, I can rare candy. Thank you for mentioning my deck in your video. Of course! How are you doing? I can attach. I only lose to rare candy into... No, I don't lose to rare candy, right? Because Giovanni does only 150. I lose to the back if they have a rare candy front guy. Which would be awkward, but I think it's like what I have to do. Yeah, I have to do this. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Rowlet because now I'm Sabrina-able. But I think I did exactly what I need to do. Ah, shit. They're researching. Please, God, if you are here, if you are listening, I know I run one Mars in this deck. Like, I will not complain. I also run 2 Ericas. I run like a million cards that can help me right now. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for much. My opponent has a guard chisel ready to izzle me. They're gnawing at my legs. Help me. Well, that's frustrating. Do I get the KO here? Because this doesn't die, right? If I attack with Sabrina. So instead, I should Fighting Claws. Hope that they don't have the thingy. Enemy misplayed, I think. He should have Professored before quitting Cranidos. He could have Rare Candied Ramp and I was dead. I agree. But you know what? It is what it is. They might still have it. I think that the way that they made the play, I think that they still have it. And that's the part that freaking sucks, right? They still have it. There's nothing I can do about it but cry for help. All I can do is cry for help right now. The question is, what do I play here? Because I still have one rare candy in my deck. I have the Cry for Helper. But if I draw the 40 HP, no, I lose regardless. So I should just do this. Yeah, we can't even cry. It's which one am I sacking, right? Wait. I can stall them a little though, right? We can stall them, and that's all we need to do. We have Lily. Oh my god. Grass to counter the Chomp deck. It is true, but unfortunately they got to attack first, so it doesn't matter. It literally did not matter. Like, I did everything I needed to do to win. It just didn't matter. Right? They went first. Because I would have won if I went second, right? I just had everything. I draw the nuts. They Iono me! Hold up! Hold up! Leaf Cape? Rare Candy? Rare Candy? Rare Candy? Yes! No more coffee? True. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking more coffee right now. I can die to red. Decidueye! Aura Farm now! Lily would have saved you from red there, but Erica also just did. Let's go! Let's go! GG's! Why did they Iono? I will never know. Why? Suicidal. Don't kill yourself. That's that Ultra Ball gameplay. See, and you know what my opponent's gonna do? My opponent's like, rare candy breaks the meta. You right here? Me? Is that Fu? That's Fu? I don't know what character that is, but they're gonna be like, Jeudy, I use all the meta decks and I still lose. What is wrong with me? And why? Because you used Iono for no goddamn reason. Right? Like, you just had to just hit your buttons. You just had to win the game. But instead, you were looking like a fool. Yo, shout out to Jossie, looking a little saucy. An hour, 30 minutes later. About 8 pixels too narrow. Yeah, please make it wider. I got you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crop some more of the right side. Right? I crop the right side just a little. And I'm going to make it that much bigger on the right. This is fine. Something like this. And we'll crop the left side and do the same thing. Oh my god, we're balling up. Cause I'm balling. I got the new fungies on the meat. Cause I'm caping. I'm crying for helping. Crying, helping, delping. You misplayed second Sprig. Should have been on the right. My fault. I played against you day 1 in Ultra Ball 4. I was part of my that 13 streak with Dark Tina. Oh, you know what is a part of this streak right now is Davy Boy 919. You know where you guys were. You guys know where you guys are. When I cry for help, I have an emote dedicated to crying for help. If you're a sub, cry for help with me. Give me what I need, everything I need. I need her to text me back. I need you guys to tell me it's gonna be okay. We are all here. If you guys have watched High School Musical, sing with me together. We're all in this together. Bam, boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm in a precarious situation, you know, because I can cry for help. Let me think of what I'm supposed to do here. What is the play? I'm supposed to cry for help, right? I'm supposed to cry for help. I think what I'm supposed to do... Oh, this is not the game. This is a Jeffings follow. They can't KO with 1, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play everything. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to play everything. I'm going to attach to you. I'm also going to Rare Candy. Because I want to play all my cards. You know, I want to play the nuts. And the nuts is my hand. Boom. So that I don't get red carded, or red carding is +1. And then we're crying for help. Shout out Otorp. Bro, you're so positive and good-hearted. Oh, thank you. You're going to make me blush, low-key. Damn, here's my number, by the way. 917. Do you prefer helmet or poison darts and soul? I prefer helmets mostly, low-key. That sounded more like a roar. I love Latinas, Sonic. I love Latinas. I don't think that's a cry for anything there. They trying to Rocky their helmets? Well, I'm trying to be all up in your helmet as well. What rank did you reach last night? I was in the top 100. Is Marsing them evil right now? The answer is of course. So I'm going to Mars them. In Oakland. Mars! Get that hand out of here. Boom, shakalaka. I like 1 cape, 2 helmets, 1 poison. Boom! Young Meowscarada from downtown! Okay, I want you guys to know the saddest thing about my sleep. The saddest thing about when I went to bed last night was I was like looking at everything, right? And I was just like, I woke up at midnight, so I was already really sad. And then I found out that the Knicks beat the Celtics, which is insane. And then I found out that the Denver Nuggets beat the Thunder. And I was like, what the hell is happening in the NBA? And I slept through all of it. So maybe if I just keep sleeping through the playoffs, my team will keep winning. Like, my goal now is to sleep through the playoffs. I'll just miss everything, but like, I'll see the... I watched the Warriors. The Warriors versus the Rockets was really hype. And they've lost now. They've lost now. Someone's like, Jodyton, young Jingleton, why aren't you running the Bingleton? And I'm trying to show you guys why I'm not running the Bingleton. I could Erica here, but I don't think that matters. I think I'm going to Leaf Cape the back because I still die. I still die, right? If I don't Leaf Cape the back. I mean, if I Leaf Cape you, because you're at 150, 150, 170, 170, 150, 130. Yep. So we're going to Leaf Cape. And now we win. Someone's like, why aren't you running Cyrus? Because Pierce the Pain is Cyrus. Pierce the Pain is Cyrus. Pierce the Pain says you're switching out. According to my calculations, you're not switching out no more. According to my calculations, your Pierce is pained. Tuned into the Pacers game on the way home, Milwaukee, and they immediately... My opponent gave... Oh, look at you. They said, mercy kill me, bro. Pierce the Pain sounds like a rock band. No, literally. Why not run 2 Decidueyes? Because I'm running out of space to run supporters. As you noticed, I dropped the Dartrix because I was... Vega Subsig. Doesn't mean anything, though. You know what? That's cool. I think a username that doesn't mean anything but sounds hard, like that goes hard, is just as cool. Okay, we're going first. What are we playing? What's my opponent's energy? It's fighting? Fighting energy, and they're going first. So I don't think I have a choice. This sucks. Because this is how I lost last time, right? It'll also ruin our cry for help, it's true. Same reason you run Ron Beedrill, yeah. Okay, this is actually great. We have the Leaf Cape now. We have the Leafus Capus, the Pokeballus, Pokeballing. I think Jeudy's a cool lad. We should get a meal together. Yeah, let me know. That's what's good, Red Eyes. How you doing, man? Here, we're gonna put the Leah. We can hold the Leaf Cape. We can hold the Leaf Cape. We want our opponent to think. We want our opponent to feel like they have something. But then I crush it. I crush it like this. And then that's what we're trying to do to our opponent. I'm doing good, feeling old. Oh, why are you feeling old? I mean, we are old, but like... Alright, we're gonna put that Leaf Cape on. Boom. And we're gonna cry for help. Help! Help me! We got the Decidueye from nowhere, pooey! They're gonna rare candy, and his name is Garchomp. Garchomp, that lacks aura, bro. What are you gonna do? Linear attack? What are you linear attacking? P-calming? What are you P-calming? You don't have a Skull Fossil in your hand. Put that Skull Fossil down. You don't have Skull Fossil in hand. You would have played it last turn. Exactly. And his name is Garcina. Boom, 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 boom. Imitate a cry for help. It's like the guy who like, help me. That's the image that like pops up in my head. Anyway, you guys are wondering, Jeudy, there's Garchomp everywhere. Jeudy, there's Garchomp everywhere. How do I beat it? The Garchomp is taking all of my lunch money. It's said that I'm ugly. It hates me. It's like, well, watch this. Watch this. Get that ass one shot. And GG's. If your problem is Garchomp, if your Garchomp is everywhere... Oh, wait. I did the math wrong. Did you guys know that apparently doesn't KO? I thought I did the math and I was like, oh, this deals 170. In my head, this entire time, I was like, this deals 170. So guess who's a little bit stupid, chat? Guess who's a little bit stupid? It's okay. It's okay. It didn't matter because we have all the health in the world. Still won though. True. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though. That's me with maths. Everyday men's on the block. Smoke trees. And I mean, you have to make the decision, right? Is Geo more worth it or is Red? Right? And I think that Geo to KO the thingy is kind of more worth it to me. Oh, we have everything now? And I'm definitely Marsing them to 0. Geo's more worth it because I have full art Geo. You're so real. What I have to do here is Pokeball up and thank Yeti up for the follow. Yeti up, cowboy. Okay, what am I gonna have to do? 3 win streak equals content ready. You already know. Also, I think this deck is just good, right? I am worried about my matchup into this deck though. But it looks like they've played everything in their hand. And because they've played everything in their hand, I feel pretty safe. Does that make sense? Like, because they've played, like, the nuts, and the nuts is just their entire hand, I feel pretty safe. Like, I can just cry for help here. I can eventually draw, like, into, like, everything I need. I can save the thingy. So I think it's like pretty fine. Unless they okay, they don't Barrington me. I get the Andy the Salad God sub saying hello to YouTube, because you already know we are YouTube merchants right now. Let me think. This is a very interesting turn. I think what I'm going to do is cry for help one more time because I have 2 rare candies. And I need to set everything up. Everything needs to be perfect to win. That said, I think that Rowlet also just like kind of farms them. Some Meowscarada. It's okay because I can rare candy. I'll eventually draw. If I get buried, I think it's fine at this point. Yeah, they wouldn't bury me because they're gonna, yeah. See, this is perfect. All right, we have everything we need. We draw. We also get to research. Oh, do I have to play cards? How does it work when you have too many cards in your hand? Actually, don't know. Would I not draw? Anyway, we're gonna play the Meowscarada here. You will not draw. That's valid. Thank you for, yeah. See, you max out at 10 and can't draw. That's what I thought. This is awkward. Because they're gonna be able to attack now, right? But I think it's fine, because as long as I could Professor Research. We have 6 cards in deck. Yeah, this is fine. If he candies and attacks, he has to have candy and attack. So I think that's fine. He has to have candy and attack. And if he does have that, then he's better than me. He's going to Pokeball. See, that means he doesn't have candy and attack. He does not have candy and attack. I don't think I've ever had a hand over 6. They can attack with the Snorlax, though. So let's see what they do here. We have 6 cards in deck. They're going to PCL. Cool. So I can just Sabrina here, right? Okay, they're asleep. Let me think about what I want to do here. Draw. I can Pokeball here. I can just... I have 4 cards in deck. I can also Erica here. I think Erica would be really good. Sabrina would also be good. No, because I can Professor Research into a Decidueye. So I think I'm just going to go for the 50-50. I think the 50-50 is a little bit better. And if I get the 50-50, I win. If I don't get the 50-50, I think it's still fine because I can just attack with this next Florgiato. And they have so many dead cards to draw. They have so many dead cards to draw, right? They're going to have to either PCL here. It's fine. PCL is fine. They have way too many cards that are just dead on draw. Okay, they do have that. I think it's like fine. I have Erica still, right? And I can KO this. No, this is fine, chat. I also have the Sabrina, right? I can Sabrina into kind of everything I want to do here against my opponent. We're gonna also be able to draw like most of our cards here. So I feel fine. We still have 2 Giants Capes. I think it's so important to think about all the cards that we have left. So I think, is it a Professor's... I have 170 HP. I will live. They can start drawing berries. I think it's fine. Because I can just Sabrina into a KO here. And I don't think I'll be Sabrinaing anything else. Because I can shoot the poop. Let me do everything I'm always going to do. I can always poop the shoot, right? I do need the Leaf Capes. I don't need the Leaf Capes right now, is what I'm saying. I don't need the Leaf Capes right now. But I can. Because I'm going to take 20. No, it's okay. I'm just going to do this. Okay, I get both Leaf Capes. It's okay. I'll just take the 20 damage. It's like fine. I have 4 cards in my deck. Like I was always drawing these, you know? Okay. We're gonna raise the leaf for time constraints. If I get Guzmud, I get Guzmud. That means that that's one less card that I'm worried about. Does that make sense? That's just one less card I'm worried about. They have a Garantina. Alright, I did have Barry here. They have 7 cards in deck, which means they have 2 Greninjas. They don't have Barry! Hold up, hold up, hold up. Been to be just like moments passing in front of me, so I hopped in. Cabbage, I paid my debt. Let me think. What is this for? Yeah, I Sabrina, I pick up this Froakie. I pick up this Froakie. In front of me, so I hopped in the cabin. But they're also okay, here's my logic. This is a Cyrus deck, right? Because this is a deck that runs Cyrus, I can just retreat here. Because this is a Cyrus deck, I just retreat. I force them every single time to 1/1-2 me. Because this deck should not have space for not Cyrus. Sorry for being dumb. How do you play this deck? The deck that I'm using, you're going to basically cry for help and thin your deck out. Because cry for help is a really good deck thinner. Yeah, I think I just won. I forced them to 1/1-2 me. And now they get Pierce the Veil. They've used pretty much every card. They probably had 2 Greninjas in their hand. This deck is good against Solgaleo, maybe. I haven't played it. It's not a matchup you have to worry about too much right now. Probably drew that rare candy, right? I think Erica here is just important. Erica forces them. Even if they have like a leaf, right? It's fine. Because they're going to get Pierce the Veiled. They're going to get Pierce the Veiled twice. Have you made a tier list for this meta? No, if you guys watch my latest YouTube video, I actually talk about why I won't be making a tier list anytime soon, but will be eventually. So please do watch that. I think it's a very good video. It tells all of my thoughts on the current meta right now, which is just as good as a tier list video. The chair is so comfy. You guys don't know, I used to have back problems when Eugen has to like work there, and I have to, you know, use that chair. So I'm so grateful. They have a Lima, but I don't know if there's room. They could have had a Lima, but I think that their deck didn't have a Lima. Because I think, okay, here's my thoughts. I think a Lima is really freaking good right now. Here's my get ahead of the meta. I think a Lima is really good. Selling out, it's not even a selling out. It's like legitimately like moving from like obviously New York to here. I don't have my gaming chair. I don't have anything. So like when I was like approached and like, bro, this is what I was using. I'm not even lying. This is what I was using. Do you see this shit? I was using this. My back was in so much pain. Like imagine streaming like freaking 6-hour days on this. I can't even open it right now because I'm stupid. On this. My poor back. It was fine because I didn't want you to worry. But yeah. Hi Jeudy, love the YouTube content. Do you think Solgaleo is on Fraud Watch? I think it's not on Fraud Watch. I just think that it's currently not as strong into the current meta. Even in my last video, I said that I would have put it in my top 3 if this weekend didn't happen. And now I think that it's basically the top 3 is Darkrai Tina and then whatever you wake up on, right? Did you try the Garchomp deck? No, I'm trying to get ahead of the meta and beat the Garchomp deck. That's one of the biggest advices I told you guys. Is like you have to get ahead of this meta. This meta is so wide open. Why are we trying to play what other people are playing, right? You want to be one step ahead, and Meowscarada is to be one step ahead of the meta, right? If people are using this deck, and we're thinking Icebreaker for the follow, you're thinking like Snoopy for the follow, right? These are things that we need to do. We're also going first again against Fighting, right? We've played against Fighting twice. Oh, this is Rockruff version, which, you know, is a little bit easier to play into, I think. And we have a really good start again. Really good start. What if you play one step behind and counter the people that are one step ahead? Then that's fine. That's what I'm telling you, though. It's like the meta is... That's, like, also fine, but then you're going to have to really, really pray for your matchups. This meta is, like, in a really, really interesting spot. I genuinely believe. What happened this weekend that changed? Well, I posted... There was a 1,000 plus player tournament. There's also just people playing on rank all the damn time, right? So there's a lot of information out and available for you guys. If I get Decidueye, this is, like, really, really good. I have, like, an amazing hand right now. They're gonna cry, yeah. They're gonna Signs of Evolution right here. And this is still really fine. I feel really good right now. If I draw Mars here, no Mars. It's like whatever. We're going to Professor's Research. Let's just draw through our cards. We have a Sabrina. It's really freaking good. And we're gonna cry for help. Cause this, I love Decidueye, right? I love Decidueye. We get the Decidueye, right? This is like really, really good. I can Sabrina next turn, attack this, and it's gonna deal a lot. I get Mars. That's fine. This is one of the deck's weaknesses, right? Is Mars. So like I'm playing knowing that Mars is going to happen eventually. And it's fine. Right? That is completely fine. We're gonna get Bloodfang. It's gonna do a lot of damage. But it is what it is. I think that you just have to keep it moving. I'm gonna Mars them next turn. Let me think. Yeah, I'm just gonna Mars them next turn. I'll cry for help here. Mars them next turn after I get hit. I get Florgiato. That's like whatever. Right? I'm just doing what I have to do. They're gonna Mars me again. Okay, so they're just playing a double Mars list, right? This is a very valid way to win. I think my opponent's playing a good deck list, right? I don't think that there's anything wrong with what they're doing. They're gonna Poison Barb themselves. It's really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. But they're doing exactly what they need to do to win, right? I think that what they're doing is exactly what you need, but it's still fine. I'm like not in a bad situation. Mars feels like a waste of a deck slot. Well, you are currently seeing that I'm getting owned by Mars. So I think that like to say Mars is a waste of a deck slot, as you're watching me get owned by Mars, just feels wrong. But what I can do to slow this game down is I can actually Sabrina here. And then force them to have the evolution now. Force them to have the evolution now. Because if they don't, I can just wear candy into my win. They've used every single red card that they have. They've used double Mars, right? Like I think I'm pretty safe here. They have to evolve. If they don't evolve, they lose this, and then they lose to the Rowlet in the back with Decidueye. Right? Are you getting owned? Looks like you have plenty of play against it. Yeah, I'm not getting owned. I actually think I won here. Yeah, I won. See? People getting influenced by Jeff, the #1 red card hater. I think that like the thought of hating red card right now is a little bit silly when you see that like hand disruption is so good right now. Yeah, Jeff thinks Mars is Omega Bud. Why not evolve the Decidueye? My opponent has used 2 Mars. I feel pretty safe hiding information. All it is just to hide information. I don't want them to know that they are in danger of losing the game right here. And they've used everything that they've needed to do, right? Jeff does not know ball, but Jeff is a great content creator. And I think that's important. There's like the distinctions, right? So now I'll wear candy, right? Just to show them that the game's over. I was permanent banned for saying that. Man, I think that's funny, right? Like, I think it's important to like know that sometimes people just make content to make content, and I think that's funny. Banning people for when's the YouTube? Well, I'm on emulator now, so the YouTube one is coming up very soon. But like, I think that's like so important. Yeah, I think it's like, I think that like the Jeff Hoogland's take on red card / Mars is funny content. I think that banning someone over that is funny, right? I would not ban chatters. I think it's a bit silly for me, but I think that like it makes sense. I've never watched Hoog, but it does sound like he's a yapper, you know, I'm using Mumu, yeah. He just banned Pizen. Yeah, I think that like that makes sense for him, and I think that there's a lot of people that watch him. I think the last time I saw him streaming, he had like over 1,000 people watching, right? People watch for that personality, right? And it's not for everyone, but that's the beautiful thing. The beautiful thing, you forgot to move the border on the left. Thank you, I will. I think it's 62. But yeah, also then you did the Decidueye YouTube video is gonna go crazy. It's unfortunate that I have to make it. It's unfortunate I have to make it because I just want, like, low-key, I would just like keep winning. Is the score updated? No, we're at 5-0 right now. Thank you. We're 5-0. Yeah, Outlook, I mean, I think it's just me being a competitor. You know, I think me being a competitor and like just like having like a good mindset. I think that there are multiple. You look like Jay. I've heard that now. I think it's only because my hair's out. When my hair is shorter, I forget which other. I get JPEG Mafia comparisons when my hair is shorter. Okay, I'm gonna poison this, but I don't think my opponent has a way to beat me because they went second. So it's gonna look really awkward for them. Watching you play low-key is so much more enjoyable than watching myself play. Hey. Do I want to play this? Is the question. Well, I want a Leaf Cape, that's for sure. I think I don't want to play yet. I think that playing this, like, I'm more liable to get red card, but I don't want to get... I don't want to get Sabrina'd. I think I'm more likely to get Sabrina than I am to get red carded, so I'm going to cry for help here. And see what my opponent does. We have the double Meowscarada, right? Because I can just win the game here. So I'm playing... Also, if I get Iono'd, I don't mind shuffling my hand. So let's see what they end up doing. They probably do have... Oh, I just win! See? So this is me assuming that I was correct in playing... Are you an Amoonguss lover? I do like Amoonguss. I think I used Amoonguss at the regional. See? GG's. I didn't want to play the Rowlet because I think that they're more likely to have Sabrina. And because they're more likely to have Sabrina, I wanted to, you know, have an answer to that, right? Here's the way that you guys will, like, it'll blow your mind why I think that 2-1-2 meta, like 15 trainer sucks. Rare Candy is just essentially 2 Dartrix and 2 Florgatos at the same time. Does that make sense? When you think about it, it's 2 of the same, like, really, really strong cards. I'm playing Zubat. Interesting. Okay. This is interesting. They do have the goat. They have the Pokeball. Okay, so they have a lot. They're about to play their entire hand, it looks like. They're going to Pokeball again. Okay, so we can kind of start counting what's in their hand. They have 2 Pokeballs. They play this. If they keep that other slot empty, they're putting it here to attack. Oh shit, that's going to put me at a very interesting situation where I have to decide what's more valuable, right? So we're going to Pokeball because it's always valuable to Pokeball before anything. When you're playing this type of deck, we get a Rowlet. We're going to Professor's Research into pretty much everything that we can ever want here. This is an interesting situation of what do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? I can Florgato up, actually. I think Florgatoing up is exactly what I should do here. And what I'll do is attach that Grass Energy and see what they decide to do. Because I do have Erica. I can start piercing the Arceus, and that'd be really good. So I think putting pressure on them like this is very good. I don't have to rush the game and go fast. I think I'm playing at a very good pace. They're gonna rare candy into this. They're gonna deal enough damage. Fuck. That's really awkward. They're gonna Cunning Link. I should have attached it back. It's okay. This game isn't over. I think it's important to note that this game is not over. He just has everything, but that's okay. I realize this has no retreat cost. I should have attached it back, right? My original plan was to make it used as bait. I should have used it as bait. That's my fault. But I do have 2 Ericas. I do have the rare candy, right? I will be able to attack before they can. It's essentially the idea. I have 2 Ericas. Like, think about it like this. They're going to deal 80 right here, which is going to deal a lot of freaking damage, right? It's going to deal a lot of damage, but they're not going to be able to attach fast enough. And I think that's important. They're going to P-Calm, so whatever they got was probably not good enough. They're probably going to be looking for another Crobat, which is fine. They're going to Cunning Link me. Youch. That's going to suck. They're looking for Carney. I mean, it's like fine. Because I can keep mitigating that damage, right? They're going to Vine Whip me. They haven't used quite a few cards, which sucks. Oh, we get a Pokeball, though. We still have a rare candy in our deck, so this is like fine. We're just thinning our deck, right? Let me think. This is a game where Lily would be better, unfortunately. But I win if I draw Sabrina. Right? Agree? I win if I draw Sabrina? Play the Arceus here. I also win with Leaf Cape. They're gonna Mars me. Sure, whatever. Draw. It's rare candy plus the Mars. It's whatever. It's what I have to do though. And then they're gonna pass here. This is exactly what you should do. Okay, it's my turn. How do I win this? You always get 110. Fuck. Yeah, it's fine. We played well. We played it well. I think legitimately we played it well, chat. We should be proud of ourselves. We made one misplay at the beginning of the match, where we should have attached to the back. But it's okay, because I got the 70 miss follow. And I think it's okay. Like, losing games is okay. Especially when we get the cow stay follow and we get the run back, right? We get the run back. I want the run back. I need the run back. I'm craving that run back. I smelled that run back. I smell the run back in your veins, you know? They have everything. That's frustrating. They have, like, it's hard because I want to Mars them, but I can't Mars them, right? There's no real good reason for me to Mars over just being stressed. It is the same dude. We're going second now, right? So, like, we have advantage. It is the same guy. Like, I have advantage. And we get to Pokeball, right? We get to play everything. So this is a great start for us. We're gonna play the Leaf Cape preemptively because I'm like kind of scared. I'm kind of scared, chat. Okay, we get Decidueye. Which is unfortunate because I can't do anything with it, but it's cool that we have it. They're gonna Pokeball. Okay. They're gonna Professor's Research, and I'm going to be thanking Venom for the follow. I love your movie, bro. I hate Leaf Cape. I mean, It's cool that Leaf Cape exists. Okay, they have all of the aggro pieces needed. They don't have... They're just going to attack for 10 here. I should Mars them. This is me saying I should Mars them here. This is a situation where I should Mars them. This kind of sucks. My hand situation does like low-key suck. Because I'm never going to get a chance to Mars. So that's probably... I don't know, I think it's a bit strong. That's good. I think strong cards should exist. I have no problem with strong cards. They're going to Professor Research. Oh, that's stressful. I just gave him Research, right? But I mean, they could have had Research. They're just going to attack. Oh! This reveals that they don't have Crobat. They don't have Crobat, chat. They do not have Crobat. This is good news for us. Okay, we get to draw here. We get to Erica. We're always... I have 5 cards in deck. No. We're always Erica. Don't fall for the bait. Don't fall. That's that Snow Bunny mind control right there if I attacked. The rare candy, you know, that's putting the trap before the cheese. That's putting the trap before the cheese. And we're not about that. Also, if I get Mars, I can draw the Professor Research back. Like, open your mind, Yugi boy. It's gonna put me at 3. I should rare candy here. Perfect. It's gonna be Decidueye, because I think having Decidueye ready is more important than anything I can do here. We would have drawn Geo and Candy. That's cool, but I would rather not risk it, right? There's no point in risking it. Like, why risk it when we can just hit the biscuit? You know what I'm saying? Why risk it for the biscuit? They're gonna Iono. That's great. Bricky ass deck. That's really good. That's a really good Erica. That's a really good Eriton. They're gonna rare candy and start dealing 30, which is a bit annoying. Does this deck run Leaf? I guess it's... Oh, they're just attacking it? What are they doing? I don't agree with this play from my opponent. Do I have another Erica? I don't. Let me do the math. Do I Erica here? Because they attack me. But if they Cunning Link, if they Cyrus Cunning Link, I still have a 200 HP Pokemon. They have no way of KOing a 200 HP Pokemon. Agree? So I'm fine getting Cyrus. I think I should save. And they've used Mars already, right? No, they haven't used Mars. Oh, they're gonna Mars me. I should have Erica'd. No, if they Mars me, then they're not. I think this is fine. I like Ilima more than Leaf. Because yeah, they have to figure out what they're gonna do here, right? If they P-Calm, okay, they're P-Calming out for probably 4. I just keep myself Erica'd up. And I win with Pierce the Veil. They're gonna Mars me here. Let me think. Oh, I see what you guys are talking about, because they could do that. I see exactly what you guys are saying. Here I can Sabrina. I do not listen to Pierce the Veil. I just think the name of the cards is funny. Yeah, I'm thinking of Sabrina, Cat, into Pierce. Is what wins me here. Right, because I can switch out here. Well, if they're setting up an Lima play, they don't have any. They're using, they put the wrong guy in for that. So I think it's fine. The thing about Arceus Kovac deck is so frustrating to play if they. I think it's good. I think it's a meta deck, and I talked about it in my last YouTube video because I recognize Ball. I knew that they were getting up there in usage. I knew that there was getting up there, right? They call me a ball knower. Yeah, see, I can always put Sprigatito in front, so I think I played correctly. GG's. I got my run back. Yeah, that's the problem with Arceus always, is that it can brick though. They call me a ball knower. For I know ball. Is this your main deck? No. If you guys, again, in my latest video, the biggest tip, and let me show you guys this cool Discord message I got from a viewer. Very cool, very chill Discord message I got from a viewer. Hold up. I'm streaking with Meowscarada, Decidueye. Okay, so let me look at the viewer message I got. You said, look at this. It is your tangent. You can't read it, of course. I can read it for you guys. Your tangent about laddering with decks based on the time you're playing is huge. Is huge. You should be using the deck that counters the meta. Everyone's like, oh my god, Jeudy, Garchomp is everywhere. Garchomp is everywhere. And then you twiddle your thumbs. You twiddle your thumbs and do nothing about the fact that Darkrai is everywhere. So what do, Yugi boy? We open our minds. We thank Phoenix Light for the sub. Right? Like you guys, like it's just basic meta game, right? If the ladder is filled with Garchomp, you counter it, right? You bring in a counter